Nice.
So this is what, your third opening day?
21, 22. Fourth, I guess. 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, so I guess fourth opening day. Yeah, so it's always exciting. I don't know if it was, I think maybe last year might have been my first like full one, because we still had the COVID and then the lockout. So I remember really experiencing it for the first time last year, and it lived up to all the hype that obviously everybody always talks about and traditions here, and it's fun, man. It's special to see the city come together and to support us. It's awesome.
There's something specific you remember from last year?
All of it. I mean, just all of it, just soaking it all in, just seeing the fans, the flyover, the anthem, like, I don't know. If it doesn't give you butterflies, then, I don't know, maybe you're in the wrong sport or something. Like, it just, all of the experience is awesome.
You guys basically took it to the final day last year, coming close to making the playoffs. What carries over, and how excited are you about the prospects of this season and this team?
Yeah, I mean, just from how I guess everybody expected us to end last year, we definitely way overachieved, and we're confident in ourselves really from day one. And it was kind of the message from David last year to start the season, like, because I feel like in the years past we kind of started slow and really get our work in spring training, and once opening day hit, like, hey, let's get this thing going. So to see it come together, and then obviously have some guys that played really well in the minor leagues, everybody knows who they are, to come up and step in for us and play at a high level. I mean, that second half was some of the most fun baseball that I've ever played. So just to continue that, and I know it was disappointing with how we ended, and I feel like everybody was upset about that just because we were so close. So just to be back, see everybody in spring training, to be playing, now get this thing going. I mean, we're ready.
Is this a big year for you personally?
I don't know. I mean, I like to go and attack every year the same, and I know there was a lot last year kind of working through and coming through the injury and stuff, but I feel a lot of at peace and some good conversations, and I'm excited just to be free and just go and play this year.
There's been a lot of buzz about Frankie, his performance in spring training, his preparedness, carried over throughout spring. And now we started opening day. First time here in Cincinnati, first year red. How much are you looking forward to seeing what he can do with this environment on opening day?
I'm very excited. So I got out to Arizona, I think it was January 10th, and he actually lives out there. So he I think it's like 15 minutes from the complex. So he was there a lot and got to spend a lot of time with him. And before I even met him, like, all the people that were there at the facility were saying how great of a human he was, and then to personally meet him and spend time with him, like, not only Frankie but all the guys that we brought in, they've fit in just like we've been teammates for many years. Like, they fit in perfectly, and just excited to see him healthy, because I know last year he was banged up, but I've heard a lot about his success and how well he threw when he was with Oakland. So I'm excited to have him on the team, and I mean, I think he's going to be a big horse for us this year.
From your perspective, Frankie's only had the one outing besides spring ball since he went down. How far away do you think he is from being that guy in Oakland who's just dominating hitters?
I mean, I just from how he's kind of carried himself and how he's thrown in the spring, I mean, I think he's right there. I don't know number-wise or like how well he threw when he was in Oakland, but I mean, I'm very confident just how he's like talked about all of his stuff and how good he feels and how he carries himself. Like, I'm very confident he's going to go out there and throw the ball.
What are your impressions of Candelaria?
Another guy that has just fit in right away. And obviously, we played him a bunch last year when he was with the Cubs, and he's great. I mean, I can't obviously say so much. How do I want to word this?
We're grading you.
I know. All of them, like every guy that we have signed has just fit in so well. I mean, I know I've said that a lot, but just the impacts that they've made. I mean, that everybody has fit in. He's a great player, and obviously he did really well last year, so he's going to be a big help.
And you say that, but you don't really know the clubhouse until you get into the season, right? Until
For
you
sure.
get into the middle. But you say that Hunter said we have a really healthy clubhouse. He talked about the environment.
Mm-hmm.
You lost guys from last year's clubhouse. You added
Yeah.
guys. What is your read on the environment other than saying guys fit in? How can you read the environment, or can you?
I mean, just from how we've all connected in spring training, like I feel like it is just one big like brotherhood. I mean, in spring training, like we just had a fun with everybody. Like we've got to do a lot of stuff. We did like a big team outing and a whole bunch of team stuff, and that's something that Dave has been really big into the past few years, is just getting all this together. And like I know we have a big team dinner tonight. I think just players only. So it's really cool just to get to experience those things. And whether you're an older vet or some of the rookies, like the more that we can spend time collectively as a team, like I'm not worried about the clubhouse at all. Like I know it's a long year and there's going to be adversity and ups and downs, but to see how we handled that and went through that last year, and now bring in some of these guys, Candelario, Emilio, Nick, Frankie, like guys who have experience, like they're going to help us during those times. Like I mean, they've played a lot of games, so I mean, yeah, they've all been great.
How have you seen?
What?
Who picks up that check?
I don't know about
Is it
that.
the player rep?
Some guys make a lot more money. I mean, if I have to, I'll do it. I will do that. I don't know what we're gonna do. That'll be a conversation that we'll have to have tonight.
So, clubhouse could be a little different tomorrow.
Off day tomorrow, maybe Wednesday.
How has that brotherhood, Tyler, helped you guys handle the adversity that you've already faced this spring? You've had a good deal of it.
Yeah.
You know, Noelvi, you've had a couple of big injuries
For sure.
happen that you've had to deal with. How has that camaraderie kind of helped you guys keep a level, even keel about all of
Yeah,
that?
it's tough. Some injuries, and then with Marte, like losing some key pieces. But like last year, we had some stuff, and we had guys come in and step up. So I think there's guys that can definitely do that and play at a high level. And then obviously once those guys get back, hopefully they can hit the ground running. And I mean, yeah, like I know there's gonna be ups and downs, and I know we went through them last year. But at the end of the day, like if it's a bad game, like this is the great thing about baseball, is like we've got tomorrow. So it's almost just kind of wash it and get ready for the next day tomorrow, and new day, new opportunities, and attack it.
Is this strong clubhouse camaraderie, is that more of the guys who are coming in, or the foundation of the guys who are still here?
Oof, man, I think it's probably everything. I mean, I know it's been something that has been kind of worked on, and David has talked about it the past few years, and then I feel like we've kind of had the same kind of core and group of guys this past year or two. And I mean, I know there was a bunch of, like with TJ, like I mean, we came up together with Tony, and I know it's just all these waves of guys that kind of come up through the minor leagues together, and then once they come up, like David's all about being authentic and like playing free, and like we welcome everybody in, and there's no like pressure or like too many rules. Just like come in, play hard, and like everything just kind of clicks. And I mean, we're all rooting for each other. I mean, like we had so many guys last year step up, and it wasn't like one guy kind of being the saving grace each day. It's like we had new guys each day stepping up. So definitely takes the pressure off kind of all of us, because we know that the guy behind us can step up at any point if for some reason there's a job not getting done.
You talked briefly about some of the guys that might be missing early in the season, but how do you go about, as a player, as a team, taking that kind of stuff in stride when you've already lost Noelvi for a bit? Now you lose, TJ and Matt. How do you go about taking that in stride as a player or as a team?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like sadly injuries are kind of like part of the game, and I mean we never wish or hope that happens, because I feel like the past few years we've kind of had like some injury bugs, and this game's all about being healthy. So we just need those guys to come back and focus on their health, and I mean we're gonna be excited when everybody comes back, and I mean yeah.
That's good.
Thank you.
Tyler, thank you.
Thank you, man.